Welcome back to another episode of Page Turning. Oh boy, guys, get ready. Everybody curd your loins, because I'm going to be talking some Ghostbusters today. Yep, gonna be mentioning a Ghostbusters product post-2016. Ooh, boy, divisiveness on the internet. Okay, all kidding aside, this has really nothing at all to do with the Ghostbusters reboot and all the drama that accompanied that little bit of cinematic fiasco. It has to deal more with some of the product that came out around the time the reboot was in theaters. And I'll admit there are a couple of products that, when they hit the market, touched the nostalgia factor pretty hard and were actually pretty decent. The reemergence of Ecto Cooler, bringing back Twinkies for, 5 seconds to just have weird green slime flavoring. Some pretty awesome action figures portraying the old cast. And this little publication known as Tobin's Spirit Guide, written by Eric Burnham with some accompanying material from Dr. Egon Spengler and Ray Stantz. No kidding, Ray writes the foreword and Egon provides a couple of thoughts at the very end of the book. So a lot of you diehard Ghostbusters fans are probably very familiar with the name Tobin. It's referenced a lot in the first and second Ghostbusters movies as a source of information for Ray and Egon to base a lot of their groundwork on cases from. And the book very much follows that format. It's divvied up into different classifications of supernatural entities, starting with very common paranormal occurrences that mainstream America would be familiar with regards to hauntings or supernatural apparitions, to the gods and demigods they eventually encounter, the likes of which are Gozer or very powerful demonic entities. They pull from a lot of the Ghostbusters mythos pre-2016. So there's references to Vince Clortho and Zool in here as the demon dogs of Gozer. Stay Puft gets his own segment. Slimer gets his own segment, and they stick to the very mean-spirited and vile Slimer as opposed to the cutesy-ootsy one from the animated series. But even the animated series gets a shout-out in some segments with references to Samhain, their big Halloween enemy from the show, to even some of the lesser-known action figure stuff, like the Possessed Toilet, which, by the way, I own the Possessed Toilet. That was a great toy. And then gets into other products such as the Xbox 360 game, delving a little bit more into the history of Ivo Shandor and some of the backstory that was established in that installment. Heck, Ray Stantz's blowjob ghost gets her own segment in this book, and it's kind of hilarious because the blurb goes on to say that Dr. Stantz routinely monitors this occurrence on a regular basis. Oh, Ray. So everything in here, from Vigo the Carpathian to the Scoleri brothers to the library ghost, they all are given their own little passage in this book, and it's always accompanied by some really awesome inked artwork that brings out all the grimy, gross, and disgusting details of these ghosts. The passages themselves are very kind of self-aware, but still play into that Ghostbusters universe as being somewhat serious when they're talking about these apparitions or these destructor forms and things of that nature. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the backstory into a lot of these characters I never really thought of before are pretty demented. But I know what you're all here to ask. Are there any ghosts from the 2016 reboot in here? Well, no. What exactly was memorable ghost-wise from that movie? Dragon Rock Concert Ghost? Yeah, he doesn't have a segment. Whatever was terrorizing Gabe from The Office in the first 4 minutes? That really whiny bellboy who's the villain? Yeah, he totally is worthy of his own passage in Tobin's Spirit Guide. Alright, we're not going to go down this train again, but I definitely recommend picking up Tobin's Spirit Guide. It is a fun read for any Ghostbusters fan, whether you're a brand new one because of this reboot, or whether you've been a long-standing fan of the franchise. It's fun, it's a good read, it's got some great artwork in it, and it feels very much like a genuine effort to pay homage to that original universe. So that's all for this segment of Page Turning. See you on the other side. Ooh.